Welcome to another segment of the B series. I am Jasmine McNeil, and I am here today with some amazing business owners right here in Charlotte, North Carolina. So, all month long, we have been highlighting entrepreneurs, like I said, in Charlotte, North Carolina. And today, I have Ernest and Destiny Jones with D&E Management Group. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
Awesome. So can you guys tell me more about your business?
So we are the owners of D&E Management Group, LLC. It is a medical carrier service based out of Charlotte, North Carolina. And what we do, we provide delivery of medical supplies throughout the Charlotte area to the hospitals, to the pharmacies, and things of that nature.
Wow. So what made you guys start your own business, and how long have you all been doing this?
We've been doing it now going on about 3 months, actually. It's been about 3 months. And I think it was me. I actually was in the logistics. I was working for FedEx. And I was actually making good money. I make about $60,000 a year. But I realized, $60,000 a year and I'm making them $250,000 a month. It's kind of like pennies on the dollar. So, I always tell people there's a guy on Wall Street making $250,000. Everybody wants to be that guy, but he still doesn't have a financial. So I understood that no matter what money they pay me, I'll never own FedEx. They'll never give me a portion of FedEx. The most I get is a pension and a gold watch after 30 years. And I didn't want a gold watch. I didn't want that. It wasn't worth it. So I just wanted a sense of ownership and pride, just to have ownership of something. And my wife supported me in that because, I had that job making almost $300 a day. So, that was pressure in a sense, household and everything. That changed a lot, But it was worth it,
I love that. So tell me, what do you think about Black entrepreneurship and Black wealth? Why do you think that's important, specifically for our community?
Oh, I definitely think it's important. It sets a positive precedent for the youth. They can see people from their own community being successful. They can look at it as, oh, if they can do it, I can do it. And it shows them other avenues to make money. Because I know growing up, entrepreneurship wasn't something that was pushed when I was growing up. It was you work a job, you retire, and that's it. So, it shows them other avenues. And I think that's good.
Yeah, and for me too, I think it's just Black entrepreneurship, financial freedom. And I think that'll help Black people in their own right be able to support themselves. For me, with that, I take pride in taking somebody that been making $13 an hour and now they make between $24 to $40 an hour. So that in a sense, I changed their lifestyle drastically. So that's what we really want.
That's awesome. I love what you're doing already. So thank you once again for being here, because I think a lot of people can learn from that perspective. So tell me about, I know it's still new and it's still fresh. So tell me about some barriers or challenges that you face when starting up and where you're at now with it.
I think the biggest was me quitting my job. I think that was, because a lot of people are, they're fearful. Stability, they're used to getting that set check. They're used to having that. Especially my wife, when we first got married, that was 7 years ago, she was in the military. So her idea was I was gonna work a job for 20 years and retire. I was like, nah, and she thought she was gonna retire from the military. As that, now she's in the dental field, and then she got out of that. So it was it didn't happen. And I think that's the hardest thing is just betting on yourself. A lot of people don't want to gamble on themselves. They gamble on a lot of other people's hopes. Gamble on McDonald's when you go to work every day to push whatever they got out, but you won't take a chance on yourself. Well, I think that's the hardest thing, and taking less pay. I did take less pay starting out the business because you're just getting the ground running. We only had a one contract starting out.
You had to invest.
I had to buy certain things. So it was certain things like that. Sometimes it seemed like, I could just go back and get that job, but we stuck with it and now it's paying off.
Tell me, what are your future goals for your business going forward? Where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years?
We're definitely trying to expand the business. We're trying to right now get the Charlotte market under control, and we're right now, as we're doing that, we're also looking into Arizona, Florida, New York. If we could set these up in multiple different states, that's building wealth, for us, our kids. Like we want a legacy out of this. So that's our goal with that. Trying to expand the business a little bit more, trying to try different avenues in the logistics field, dispatching. We're trying to network with people who are in the trucking industry, just to get a feel for what they have going on and how we can get into that as well.
So last question. Do you have any advice for anyone trying to break into entrepreneurship?
Definitely. If you're thinking about it, my advice for you would be to just come up with a plan and then execute that plan. Everything's not going to go as you plan it, but get a strong support system. Like we have a great support system, our family. I have my husband to lean on. He had me to lean on, we're taking a pay cut. Even if it's someone not there financially, get somebody to pray for you. Get somebody in your circle to just be a soundboard. Get people in your circle who can give you advice and be open to that advice. Be willing to learn. So that would be my advice for anybody trying to become an entrepreneur.
Criticism. There's always constructive criticism, depending on what field you're in, especially if there's anything with customer service. Like that's key. Like your business should run off of criticism. That's what's gonna make you better. Even in our field, if they deliver stuff late, like anything, like anything dealing with the hospitals and stuff that we deal with, we have to take the criticism because they're the customer. So whatever they say is pretty much goes in a sense because they pay the contract. So I always let my drivers know, like, just listen to the customer. Because when I give them out, it's theirs. It's a sense of ownership because they're a contracted worker. So that already changes their thought process. Like, okay, like I let them know, like, this is your route, and how I negotiate prices. So like, right, if I'm paying somebody $800 and I get the route higher and I'm able to pay them $900, now they may want to contract it to somebody else. Now they're able to start a business on their own, So it's pretty much I just want people to get into that mindset. And then whatever you want to make come true, it can come to life,
Well, I really appreciate the trickle down effect that you are creating for people that look like us, and it's for being an example in the community and creating those opportunities. You all are in my age bracket. We don't typically see this, so I really appreciate it, and I thank you all for being here today. Everyone that's watching, please check them out on social media and support their business. And listen to these tips if you're interested in entrepreneurship. So thank you so much once again, Ernest and Destiny, for being here today.
All right, thank you. We appreciate being here too.
Thank you for having us.